stream now. And then... Well, there's the start of the stream. Right, I'm going to listen to how the stream is anyway. So, yeah, start of the podcast. I've got Jack on, as seen. Right. Just give me a moment. Just going to turn volume up. You on your Xbox?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on my Xbox, yeah.
Just checking if you can hear you clearly. Right, we're alright. So, starting it as the title does say in the podcast, future content. So, reason for, I mean, I'm not on the main channel. I'm not on my channel. I am on the joined channel of me and Imi's podcast channel. Well, no, gaming and vlogs, basically. The reason why I haven't uploaded to this, especially, is because, well, it started with this. I don't know why. I don't know what was up with me, but basically, the way things went, I felt like I didn't have, as I told you before before the podcast, Jack, I had no motivation to do anything. I'd lost all motivation for some odd reason. Don't know why. Turns out, I think it might have been a content sort of. I think it was more. I think it's the way. Do you know? Basically, I think it's to do with weather. I think it. Do you know? Basically, I sort of lost my mood in there. So like, I wasn't not moody as such. I just, like I said, I couldn't pick up anything. I felt like, oh, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And I thought, no, I've not. I don't feel up for stuff like this. And I was gonna and sometimes I forgot about, like, I kept forgetting stuff that I was supposed to be doing. Like, Christmas Day, I was gonna vlog the day. I was gonna vlog the day, and then I said that I was gonna vlog Christmas Eve, which I didn't. I said I was gonna do a review, which I am. That is still in there. I've got a video that will be coming soon enough. So yeah, that will be coming soon enough. I'm hopefully doing it. Well, it's going to be a Sonic the Hedgehog 3 review. After the third time going to see it on Monday. I'm off for a third time, and as the start of the podcast, I already had this. I've had this a few months. No, not a few months. I've had it more than a few months. I've had it about... No, actually, I think it has been a few months. I only just bought this today. I bought this one today. These two will be getting hung up on, basically, not here, but when I do move out of my parents' place, this is obviously I'm in my room, as you know, Jack, I'm in my mum and dad's house. But I'm going to be moving out. I'm going to try get as much sonic screwdrivers off Doctor Who as much as possible. Toy ones, obviously. And basically, I'm going to have a collection of them. Basically, in a background, basically, and figurines and all that lot. So we've already got a whole thing anyway. So that's going to be like. It'll be on the streams and all that lot, so it'll be on the streams, the videos that I do if I'm doing it on computer. Yeah, there'll be all sorts. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. So then there's that. Why I've got you on here, Jack, is because, like, obviously we do a lot of COD Zombies together. Well, I'm not yet as such, but we have been off stream. I've been doing off stream playing COD Zombies with you still, haven't I? Despite I just haven't been uploading or doing live streams or like that. Black Ops 6 Zombies anyway, but this isn't to do with all the gaming stuff. This is totally irrelevant.
Right.
So, again, future content. It's not just referring to my YouTube channel. Like I said, months and months ago, filming side of things. That's the reason why I've got you on here. I thought I should get Jack on just to fill in what we're going to do with filming on all that lot. So, like, I haven't done any scripts yet. Still not done any scripts. But seeing as I've got 2 sonic screwdrivers now, well, this isn't even a sonic. I'd say this is more like the new sonic screwdriver isn't even a sonic screwdriver. It's a sonic click remote. It's like it's a remote like off. Have you ever seen that film with Adam Sandler in Click?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's pretty much that. Anyway, Doctor Who fan film, possibly. If I can get the right people in. If I can get the right people in. Yeah, if I can get the right people in. Enough people. And we all combine together, because I'm gonna get new sonic screwdrivers. I mean, I'm gonna have to. These are gonna be only. Yeah, I will get new sonic screwdrivers in. Previous Doctor ones, and then maybe do it off that, and maybe potentially build an actual TARDIS box. It's gonna be a pain in the backside, but. Going to be a pain in the backside, but if there's a bunch of us trying to build it and all that lot, eventually we can do a fan film maybe, or even a fan series if I get the script right, if I work on the script, work out what's going to go on. The Men in Shadows stuff is still happening. I never did get round to. We did. Yeah. We started filling in a bit of the script. We tried filling a bit of scripting, didn't we?
Yeah.
We did start on it. I do remember. So yeah, all that's coming. I just thought maybe we can, like I said, have you on the podcast. Have that all sorted. When exactly, like, I'm obviously going to be starting. I've still got to get the script sorted. I've got a bunch of scripts to sort. If need be, would you be able to do part of the script, Jack?
Yeah, I can do a little part of that.
Yeah. So yeah, I've totally. I don't know what came about with this podcast. I just thought maybe I'd do it, and then I thought perhaps I can get Jack on. Just to this, like I said, this is going to be our own. This is my own podcast. I'm going to get guests in. I'm going to try to get as much guests in as possible. Like, we're on episode 2. Well, technically, this isn't episode 2 of the podcast. This is episode 2 on this channel. So I'd say this podcast is probably episode. This is probably podcast 6, I think. Or 5, sorry. Podcast 5. This is podcast 5 because if obviously I had on my actual channel there was 3 podcasts on there. I did make a 4th podcast, but that was on my own. I didn't know what to say. But yeah, so oh yeah, I've got my Venom t-shirt on. I've got a. Oh, actually, I can. Ow. I'll. So, preparing for Sonic 3 for the 3rd time.
Nice.
Yep, so that's one. That's one t-shirt. That is one t-shirt right there. This is for the future, maybe, whenever this film does come out with Symbiote Spider-Man. I've got the Symbiote Spider-Man t-shirt now. So, there's that. And then, like any fashion of me, well, any sort of thing that I always get, I am a very anime fanatic. Well, I wouldn't even consider this an anime. Obviously. Anyway, Dragon Ball. I couldn't. All at Primark anyway. I bought them today as well. So I did buy them today. Yeah, so there's that. What? Let's think. What? I'm just thinking if you've got anything in mind to maybe ask me.
Oh, damn it. Oh, God. I can't really remember. I actually don't know. Yeah, no, I genuinely don't. It's kind of a bit on the spot here.
Nah, I knew it would be.
A little bit on the spot.
A little bit on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Like, you can ask me anything you want, Jack. I'm like, you can ask me what my actual plans for YouTube's gonna be. Because I've got a few ideas-ish.
Okay. What are the plans do you actually add for YouTube?
Well, this is going to become a common thing. This is going to become a common thing. I might even try to get some guests. It's going to be hard. It's going to be flipping hard to get actual other guests in here, but I'm gonna carry on with the podcasts. I'm doing podcasts for myself. I'm gonna be doing my own podcasts. This is just not a trial run as such, but I'm gonna see how this goes. It's not working out right now. It's not currently working out. There's no one in here. There's no one in the actual podcast at the moment, but like, yeah. So this podcast is gonna carry on. I'm gonna carry on with this podcast. Whether or not, I don't know how I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the podcast, mind you. I need to think of an idea. I need to come up with an idea what to do for the podcast, really. Whether it's whether I do Doctor Who content when Doctor Who does come back. I mean, it came back for Christmas. I'm guessing you didn't see the episode either, did you?
No, I didn't. No, I'll be honest, I didn't.
No, right. So.
Yeah,
So yeah, I did watch it, and it was very. Thing is, I'm gonna be a bit more. I'm gonna be a bit more prepared. I'm gonna try get Dan on next. Dan Hunt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try get him on and see if he'll decide to perhaps, yeah, come on. And actually, a bit of update. Actually, you know this, you already know this, but I'm going to put this in the podcast. I'm doing the run, aren't I?
Yeah.
I'm doing I'm running for M&D, the Rob Borough Marathon in May. Didn't know I was doing. I must have. I don't know how I didn't know that I was doing it, but I'm doing it. And to top that off, it will be. I'll be videoing it as well, because I've got a GoPro.
Nice.
Currently got a GoPro on. Yeah, I've currently got a GoPro. So yeah, that's. So that's going to be an interesting thing to, well, run with. But yeah, I'm gonna be running in there, and I'm gonna be running in the Rob Borough marathon for MMD. So yeah, that's gonna be. To be honest, it's gonna be like, and then after that, I've got back to Benidorm. Back to Benidorm, but with Imi this time. We will be uploading that. We will be uploading that. We're gonna be vlogging that. Yeah, we're gonna be vlogging that, but I'm gonna be really careful because don't want anyone like coming out of nowhere and snatching my phone off me or all like that. But yeah, we're gonna be vlogging the whole thing on probably this channel, maybe. I think we're gonna upload it to this channel. I'm not sure. Even though this channel hasn't really got that many subscribers. So yeah, that's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna try promote this channel as much as possible, but it might be successful, it might not be. But yeah, this is going to be a really short podcast, unless I carry it on, unless I do a part 2 once I come back, which is a possibility. But it's up to you. It's up to you. You, if you want to, Jack. Like I've got head off at 8:30.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
I've got to head off at about 8:30, so and then I'll be back roughly about 9 o'clock-ish. So I'll carry it on after 9 o'clock. Well, about 9:30 maybe. It's quite late, but I've got nowhere to be, and in the afternoon, yeah. So I'll probably do a part 2 to this podcast. We can do a part 2 to this podcast. And well, yeah. So that's going to be a thing. So I'm going to be. Imi's going to be live stream. Imi's going to be live streaming on TikTok though as well on that day, on the marathon day. While I vlog it via GoPro. That's gonna be interesting. The only problem that I've realised that I could very well potentially have after yesterday, which was a horrible thing. My knee decided to pack in, so I was limping. I was limping yesterday. Not the best idea. Not good. Not good at all. Anyway. Yeah, so anyway, what else? Oh yeah, Benidorm in June. And then afterwards, we haven't really got that much going on. Actually, tell I, new job, hopefully and potentially a new job for me. Closer to home. Which means it'd be a later start if I do potentially get the job, but it'd be later on my as well, on stream and all that lot. It'd be a later stream. I'd be probably stream will probably be about 8:30 till about 11:30 at night, maybe.
Right.
If not 12 o'clock at night, because I don't have to be. If I potentially do get this job, I won't be working till 11:30, 12 o'clock. Yeah, 11:30. 11:30. 11:30 in the morning, so it's not too bad. Hopefully, if I get the job anyway. And I'm hoping if this bloody turns out well, or the potential YouTube route, which probably won't ever happen, but never know. You don't know what's. I mean, yeah. To be honest, you don't know what's around the corner. So yeah, there's that. There's potential. So yeah, potential new job, and trying to look for new jobs. What else? Anything on your end, Jack?
Possibly starting the on the placement at
Oh, nice. Nice.
Supposed to be starting, I think, mid to late January, I think.
January.
Yeah, January. Yeah. So they're wanting to sort of like take me and a few of the people I'm on the employment scheme with.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be taking a few of us around to sort of like having a look at the other place where I was supposed to be doing placements at, and yeah, I think we didn't start middle of January, I think.
That's not too bad. Yeah, it's really not too bad.
Yeah, no.
Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. So, I mean, I haven't covered everything, but there's probably a lot more I can cover. it's future content. I don't even know what to really. Well, not. I don't know what to really discuss. Really, there's too much potential with stuff. So like, I'm going to be starting vlogging. Well, I've already started vlogging. I started vlogging and then I stopped vlogging. I tried going on to my live streams again. I tried doing my live streams again, and then I sort of, well, as I said, I lost all my motivation and back to square. Basically, lost all my motivation into doing this sort of stuff. To be honest, the reason why I did this podcast originally, why me and Amy was doing this, me and Imopops, well, my girlfriend, Amy, did this podcast in the first place was to sort of, well, it was to ask about what potentially, like, how we originally going to do things, and you probably know this, Jack. We talked to you about it on there. I think it was the first podcast with, well, mine and Imi's podcast on this channel. It were on the, do you know how it was like learning disabilities, well, learning difficulties and disabilities and autism and all that lot, how you felt and all that lot. That was the original podcast. I can actually now say, and I feel like I'm up for it now, because obviously I've put in the title future content on, I'm going to talk about it in this podcast, on how I felt with my motivation, because to be honest, Amy did help me out. She spoke to me and all that lot. I think I burned out, basically. I think I was just, I sort of burned out. Did a burnout on myself. Basically, I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then basically, I vlogged. I did live streams pretty much. I tried live streaming pretty much every day, and on the dot the same day. And I sort of, it must have been roughly when Black Ops 6 came out.
Yeah.
Black Ops 6, I sort of burned myself. I think I generally burned myself out from that. I feel like it was just, I sort of feel like now that I have done that, I mean, I've done it before, but I didn't feel like I did this time. This time, it felt like last time when I had a burnout, it was because, which was last year, because I hadn't, a few years back. Let me go have a look. Actually, I'm gonna look at the last time I uploaded. Well, the previous time, not the previous burnout, not the. So settings. Right. So I did. So yeah, so the so basically before the podcast, I did a podcast. Well, I sort of wasn't really a podcast as such. So like me, it were me, Imi, and obviously I think you were on there. I don't know if you. No, you weren't on there. I don't think you were on this one on my channel. It was. I sort of brought myself back up, but I hadn't streamed for a whole year because I'd lost. Basically, I just, like I said, I had a severe burnout, and I didn't have any motivation to do more stuff. And yeah, like I think it was 2 years actually. No, it was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. So an actual no, the videos. I hadn't uploaded a single video. But I was still live streaming. But I hadn't uploaded a single video in 2 years, which it was because I think it was just because I was live streaming. I was live streaming every day because it was just like, I was trying to get live streams in nearly every day on Twitch, Twitch TV, all the gaming side of things, gaming live streaming side of things, and I was uploading on there, and I wasn't uploading on my YouTube channel. And then all of a sudden I thought, well, I'm going to go back onto my YouTube channel and start live streaming on there. But like I said, I had a total burnout. I don't think it helped that my live streams were like when I was doing it on OBS, this streaming software. I think the problem I had was my connection to the actual live stream was just really bad and laggy. It was just really bad and laggy, so that's the reason why I didn't do it. Why I no longer live streamed and all that lot. But like on top of that, but it was a bit towards that. The reason for it was because I didn't have because I pretty much had a burnout. It were a horrible feeling, really. It were a horrible feeling the first time round, and I just didn't really want to duo. I was, there was stuff I didn't really want to do, and I don't think it helps that sometimes, like, I go on to, whenever I do upload to my YouTube channel, live and everything, I used to, like, there was people on there that used to join into my live streams and gave me nothing but grief. It were people I knew as well. But this was years ago. The first time I sort of lost all interest because, like, I was live streaming on Black Ops 3. This was probably about... So it was Black Ops 3. It must have been about 2017, 2018. And I was uploading on YouTube and all that lot. And then all of a sudden... my mates at the time, so-called mates at the time, just gave nothing but grief to me, which, again, it don't help out. It really don't help out, especially when it's your mates. I'm like, I hate comments that come up there. They just don't bother me. But like, when it's coming off your friends and all that lot, your so-called friends, it's like, why? And it bums you, it genuinely bums you out. It bummed me out. It would like proper, it probably give me a bit of, yeah, it were a horrible feeling. Gave me a horrible feeling inside and all that lot. But yeah, it's yeah. You don't get that. You don't get that sort of thing though, do you, Jack? Because you don't do YouTube or any live streaming and all that lot.
Yeah.
You just help me out.
Yeah. No, I mostly just try to help you out. Like.
Yeah, you help me out. I feel like I need more people. I feel like if we had more people, especially when like, obviously like a lot more PC users. I'd love to have a PC users and do an Among Us video, a modded Among Us video.
Oh yeah.
Just mods with like 11, maybe 15 people in there. And just put all sorts of mods, make it absolute chaos. The Sidemen do that. The Sidemen do flipping chaos Among Us mode. It's just absolutely bloody hectic. It just makes a right mess of everything. But I don't even think you need... Well, you do with certain roles in there, but currently Among Us has got... It's got new roles on it. It's got the camouflage or whatever it is, and basically I think that's unlimited. I think that has no cooldown, I don't think. Basically you can stay invisible till, I think it's unlimited invisibility. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to check that. But then you've got the noisemaker, which when you die, basically it alerts people. It alerts people that. Anyway, but I'd still do mods. The modded Among Us, like modded Among Us, is so much, like, it's brilliant because you like when you're doing it with mods and stuff like that. You've got the sheriff, you've got an altruist, you've got. If you don't know what an altruist, Jack, I'll explain it to you. Basically, if there's a dead body and the altruist finds the dead body, the altruist gives up their life to bring the other person back.
Alright.
It's an OP role. It's an OP thing, but they're a crewmate. Then you've got Jester, which is a neutral role, and you've basically the whole thing with that is you've got to get voted out. Yeah, you've got to get voted out, and then you've got you've got sheriff. You've got a few neutral roles. So you've got Jester, you've got Glitch, you've got Juggernaut, you've got what else you got? Arsonist. That makes sense. Do you know? I'm gonna try see if you know what that means.
Is it? I'm guessing it's something to do with the not the crewmate side of it, but like.
No. It's a neutral role. It's a neutral role.
Right.
So it's a neutral role. Arsonist. I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Oh God.
What?
I've just looked it up now.
Have you? Go on then.
It basically like it basically puts gasoline onto the crew before setting them on fire.
It's not just the crew. So basically, The arsonist is a neutral role. Basically, any of the neutral roles other than Jester and all that lot. So you've got Glitch, you've got Juggernaut, you've got Werewolf. There's a Werewolf one on there. With basically the Juggernaut, the Glitch, the Werewolf, they're all basically separate killers. Basically, they're in it for themselves, basically. And the neutral roles other than Jester's basically you just try get voted out.
Yeah.
You try get voted out. Basically, you've got no tasks as Jester, but basically the whole point of Jester is when you're in a meeting, the whole point of the Jester role is to get voted out, basically, and they win it. They win the game, basically. So there's something else as well. Well, but I'll tell you the Glitch, the Juggernaut, and the Werewolf role. So basically, and I'll explain Arsonist as well. So basically, that role, the Glitch role, basically, you can kill crewmates and killers, but best option as Glitch, which I've never had a full lobby 2 with modded Among Us, which I want to do. I want to like get some of my mates like you, maybe have Imi in there as well on computer with the mods on.
Yeah.
A full lobby with the mods on, where it's absolute chaos. So basically, what I'd want to do is basically there'd be a Glitch, there'd be a Juggernaut. I don't think they can ever turn up in one game. I'm not 100% sure. I think you can get them, but I think neutral roles. I think you can only neutral roles that where pretty much like the imposters can unalive people. I don't think you can have 2 at once. I don't think you can get Juggernaut and Glitch on there. But the Glitch can morph into people. The Glitch can morph into other people, and it can hack and stuff like that. On top of that, again, basically you can have it so basically the Glitch, the Juggernaut, and other roles, the other neutral roles, basically what that entitles is instead of do you know how imposter when you're imposter and stuff like that, and say for instance your imposter teammate has been voted out.
Yeah.
Basically, if the imposter is still alive, or if it's not alive, if the Glitch is still alive, basically you can have a standoff between the Glitch and imposter, basically. So the game doesn't end. So basically you'd have the Glitch and one other person. So it ends until basically the Glitch wins the whole game and has killed everyone, basically. I'm surprised you've never seen stuff like that. Have you watched any videos on them?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't, to be honest.
Absolutely mental. So you've got, and in crewmates, you've got Sheriff. Basically police, basically. Basically, the Sheriff can kill imposters, but if it's normal crewmate, if the Sheriff shoots at a normal crewmate,
Right.
basically they explode instead. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Then you've got the medic, which puts a shield around someone. There's all sorts of roles. It's mental. Like, you've got, like, even after that, Do you know how you've got Guardian Angel in normal Among Us now?
Yeah.
So basically, there's a role where your Phantom, I think it is, or a Ghost. Well, yeah, Phantom, basically. So basically, say for instance you've been killed or you've been voted out of the match, you could very well come back as a ghost, but not, not the hovery thing and phasing through walls. Basically, you come back as yourself, but in basically on other people's screens when they're running around. Basically, they can see a faint outline of a ghost.
Oh, wow.
And basically, the whole point of that person is they've got to redo tasks again. They've got to redo tasks, and basically, when they do all the tasks, if a meeting's called, the imposters are revealed. Yeah, you see a red outline on the imposter's name and stuff like that. It's mental. You've got there's loads of roles. I'll get them all. I'll get some up. Actually, no, I can't get them up. Right, let me get them up on. Oh, I'm gonna have to go. Actually. So, should we carry on with part 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We'll do part 2 after I've come back then.
Right, that's fine.
Right. I'll come out the call and we'll carry on with part 2. And maybe Emil join us for part 2.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding on that. I want to do a PC modded Among Us. If you can get a PC, and I'll try get Liam sorted for his PC and all that lot, and maybe try get enough for a full lobby.
Yeah.
For a full lobby for us, we can do modded Among Us.
Yeah.
We'll try get like the mods on and sorted and all that lot, and we can do chaos mode. We can make it absolutely chaotic. You won't be winning then, Jack. You won't be winning then. Anyway,
No.
right. This has been part 1. Part 1. We've got part 2 coming in about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So this has been part 1 of Who Legend Podcast, but it will change because I am still unsure what to name my YouTube channel. Anyway, like I said, this has been part 1 of episode. This is episode 2, episode 2 or episode 5, basically, of Who Legend Podcast. So, part 2 will be later on. So, we will be. Jack will be back. I'll be back. Amy might actually come join us. And then we've got tomorrow, me and Imi's podcast. I'm going to speak to her about it and find out what it's going to be about, because I'm going to put her in creative control.
Right.
I will see you later. I'm referring to both the podcast and you, Jack. Right, see you.